What's going on, my friends? It's your boy, Dave Sharpe, back in the building for another episode. Let's get it. All right, Monday morning, 10:01 a.m. Sheesh. I don't even have my phone on. I don't even know what date it is. My watch ain't telling the right time. Seriously, I've got a perpetual calendar that it's got a date on it, but it's not. I don't even have it set correctly. Shame on me, says the collective watch community. Well, this morning I was just a few minutes ago, I was talking to our guest. We have some history. He's been in the industry for quite a long time. We were getting into some fantastic conversation. I said, hey, time out, brother. We're going to have to take this combo live because it's 10:01. So we're going to be talking about how this former waiter, has grown his YouTube channel to 55,000 subscribers. So we're going to talk about a little bit about YouTube, amongst other things today. So if you want to grow your YouTube channel, I mean, who doesn't? You know, it's one of the most powerful search engines in the world. It is the largest video search engine, whereas Google, which are the same thing, Google does own YouTube, but Google's the largest website search engine. However, as we all know, you can even search right on Google for something, and what will they do? They'll put YouTube videos right there in the search. So we've had a lot of people in our community who have blown their businesses right out of the water, made, thousands, hundreds of thousands. Even I've seen people make, over $1 million just with one affiliate product with just a YouTube channel. So it's a really powerful strategy. Garrett, my man, welcome to the show.
Thanks, man. Happy to be here.
You're welcome. Happy to have you, man. And you've been, you were telling me that you knew me from some previous companies. I owned a company back in the day called Empower Network, and he was in that company. And, those are some wild times,
Yeah, man. No, I was about, I don't know how many years ago, 2013, I think, or so. But
yeah. Well, we launched that company in 2011.
Okay.
The end of 2011. So 2012 was kind of the first full year, and then 2013, and then I ended up leaving in 2014.
Right. But no, I used to just, study the sales video, open up all the emails. And what got me was, like I said, I was a waiter, so I had dropped out of college. I had no plan B. I was slaving away, measly tips at a restaurant called Chili's, in Texas. And I just, I came across network marketing. That was my first exposure to the industry. And I liked the idea, the idea of the freedom, definitely. But for me, the network market, like, I'm a very introverted, like to do my own thing, don't like to talk to tons of people.
Yeah.
So for me, that was draining. The idea of building like a big downline and having to do all these events and stuff.
Yeah.
So then we can talk more, but that's and then I found affiliate marketing, which is kind of great if you don't want to, you kind of do your own thing, right? Create a YouTube video, send it to a link, and then, not much else, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was exactly what I discovered when I was doing network marketing in 2009. You know what I mean? Right. And I was running around talking to people in my local area, right. and I've even got a it's right there. I've even got a, and I oftentimes bust this out. It's one of my favorite props. But I've got I've got an entire thing of business cards, from my local area that and this is over 10 years old. It's a full box of them. There's probably 1,000 or more in there.
Right.
And, I tried every strategy in the book to generate, to sell, to recruit, all those things that they told you that you needed to do in network marketing. And when the my second company shut down. I had one company I got involved in that was it was a cell phone company. I bought the cell phone. The company shut down before I got the cell phone in the mail, for God's sakes, And then the second one, I was doing a little bit of internet marketing, but not much. And I had a little bit of downline, and we were going to do a pre-launch. And then the company went out of business before they even launched. And I said, you know what? I said, this is crazy. I'm putting my entire life into something, and I have no backup plan. This is just like replacing a job, really. And it's so I needed to learn how to build a business, not just be I needed to learn how to go out and be more in control of my destiny and my future, and if not be so dependent that if a company shut down, which network marketing companies do all the time, especially in their early stages, that if that one company goes down, my entire life is not screwed. And that's why I got online. I was forced to come online and start learning how to build an email list and post YouTube videos, run Facebook ads, all these various things. So you've been building this YouTube channel off and on for about 6 years, right?
Yeah, and I have a few other channels, as well. But yeah, my thing was, there's all these different platforms you can get traffic. That's really, I think a lot of people overcomplicate it, and I did for years, but it's really just traffic and conversions, right? You get traffic, and then you convert that traffic into sales. And so for me, there's all these different platforms, TikTok nowadays, or Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. And, I first thought I needed to be on everything, so I would, do Twitter for a little bit. And then someone would be like, oh, you need to be on Facebook. And then I would, okay, let me get on Facebook. And then after a while, oh, you don't do Facebook, do this. So it was constantly jumping around. And what I finally realized, that the light bulb that went on my head was that, I was following a guy teaching Facebook. DMing people on Facebook and having conversations. And again, I kind of went against my personality type, and I wasn't on Facebook. I didn't really like the platform. And so what I finally realized was like, okay, I'm on YouTube. Personally, I'm on YouTube all the time, watching podcasts, funny videos. I'm already on YouTube. Why am I not doing YouTube? Right? That for me was the path of least resistance. I'm on YouTube all the time anyway. Facebook's kind of outside of my personality. I'm not on Facebook. So to go on Facebook and do book marketing kind of was an extra step. So that moment was when I just realized, okay, I'm just going to put all my focus on YouTube. And from that moment, that's when I started, and of course, and a lot of people may be struggling, getting over the fear of putting your face out there, or like being on camera. And I mean, I definitely had that in the beginning, but that's what kind of led me to YouTube. So yeah, about maybe 5-6 years ago, I kind of started my first, video. And now, I mean, I've done hundreds, and you don't even think about it at this point. But in the beginning, of course, there is that learning curve, for sure. I can't. I think you may be muted, man.
Sorry. Yeah, I was muted. One of the things that I think is important to remember, and this plays into what I was saying, what you're saying, and now what I want to really crystallize for everybody listening is that the difference between like doing network marketing, or even, I don't know, there's so many different things, but especially let me just say network marketing. So when I was doing network marketing, if that company shut down, I was shit out of luck, basically. And I ended up being like that twice. And when I have a YouTube channel, when I have an email list, and I have I have these assets, I go from branding myself instead of branding the company. And I begin to what I transition to, and this is what everybody needs to really understand. This is one of the biggest things that we even have a challenge with our affiliates here at Legendary, because they act like network marketers a lot of times, and they go out there and say legendary marketer, and if they're promoting our 15-day challenge, they say take the 15-day challenge, and that's fine. But what you really want to do ultimately is you want you to be the one. It's like you Inc. You want you to be the business. And even when somebody's opting in before you get their email, oftentimes it's so much better to not mention company names and not mention products, because one of two things happens. Maybe they've already heard of it and somebody else did a shitty job and they ruined it for you. So now all of a sudden you know, or they're just going to go and Google it, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm the only MFer in the world who teaches this real ass shit, because they will go and Google it and you will lose the affiliate sale. They won't click on your link.
Exactly.
This is such basics, but it's so powerful of affiliate marketing. You have to deliver enough edutainment, entertainment, and education, and then offer something that is not opt in and go buy from Legendary Marketer, or opt in and go buy from ABC company or whatever. When I learned to brand me instead of brand all these companies I was trying to be a representative of, that was when my entire business shifted, because quite frankly, people are buying from you. They're not, if you're doing affiliate marketing, they are buying from you, the affiliate. They're taking your recommendation. It matters more than even the guru in the sales video or whoever ultimately is delivering the pitch. Do you agree with all this, Garrett?
Absolutely, man. No, absolutely. And that's what, another reason I like, video
And this is cool too. I mean, I just want to say this. Brad says, I promote my brand, tell people I learn what I learned from Legendary. And that's fine, right? That's fine. It's I think where most people go wrong is it's really so important to get somebody on your email list.
Yeah.
And before you get that opt-in, if you're talking about when you opt in, you're going to go see products or pitches from XYZ company, or I'm going to introduce you to XYZ company, that's not good enough. You're giving away too much information.
Yes.
You have to hold that information back and simply brand you and say, I have a video on the next page that I'd like to give you, or I have a download, or go get this 30-minute training video that will show you how to do XYZ. But that's all what I call a blind offer. You're not revealing who is in the video, what company, what product. You're just revealing what it will do for them. And that's all they care about anyways. So sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to clarify that.
Well, because this is a breakthrough that I had that really changed things, that fits exactly with what you're saying. It's like, if you reverse engineer what gets someone to put an email in, it's curiosity.
Exactly.
Because you wouldn't put your email in if you knew what you were getting, right?
Totally.
So you have to build curiosity. That's what gets people to want to put their email in, to find out what's on the other side of the page. So by giving away the name of the product or the name of the thing, there is no curiosity. So therefore, people don't need to actually put their email in.
Yeah.
So, even with advertisements, like, I think,
and you got to build that curiosity until they click that link.
Exactly. And then
so even on the bridge page, even on your bridge page, they have not clicked that affiliate link below the video yet.
Right.
So if in your bridge page video, you're going through all the, bullet points, features, and benefits about the company and the product, what do you think they're going to do? You're not going to get that cookied. And for all of you who are brand new to affiliate marketing, the way that you get paid is that when somebody clicks your affiliate link, that usually places a little cookie on that person who clicked. And I don't know what a cookie is. It's just what we call it. A little tracking pixel right on their computer. So that tracking pixel, usually if they buy within 30 days or 90 days or however long that is set to last, you will get credit for that sale, because the affiliate program, whoever's selling the product, they got that link from them and the system all works together. And so it's so important to get somebody to click that link. Until you get them to click your affiliate link, quite frankly, you probably shouldn't be even saying the name of your product or the name of your company, and it's just really understanding. I mean, even Athena said, so true. I Google everything, but because I know about affiliate links and commissions, I always go back to the original link. But Athena, most people don't know about affiliate links. So you have to make sure that you build enough, and you nailed it, Garrett, curiosity until you get them to click on your link so you can make sure that it's tracked to you.
Yeah. And even, like we talked about, some companies are here today, gone tomorrow. So even if people are, promoting whatever they're promoting in the marketing, like for me, like in my YouTube video, I very rarely, if ever, say the name. I'll say, check out this free video to discover my number one way to XYZ.
Right.
But then it does a couple of things. One, it builds curiosity. So then they have to actually put their email in to find out what I'm talking about. But two, it safeguards me in case that company goes away. Well, now I just change the link. And I'm
Exactly.
still able
Exactly.
to, so
Yeah.
there's a couple benefits, I think, of not actually mentioning the name of the thing, in the marketing. But
well, some of the best network marketers, even who are using social media nowadays, are not mentioning their company name all over their timeline. They're branding them.
Exactly.
Because the truth of the matter is that as an affiliate, we advertise a title of a role called a freelance digital marketer, and as a freelancer, you really do want flexibility to be able to move around as an affiliate. I mean, it's not like you're a subcontractor. You can do whatever you want. I mean, that you can change out the link every week, have a new offer that you're promoting, test different things. I mean, it's doing affiliate marketing right means you need to have the freedom and independence to be able to quickly pivot and transition. And that's why, honestly, I like the model so much, because you have zero risk as an affiliate. If a company goes out of business, if a product gets taken off a shelf, if a person dies, I mean, if is all, like you said, you do is you just switch a link out. If you've set it up correctly and it's all branded to you, is all you do is, if you have a new product, you want to switch something out, you just switch out links, because you keep everything generic. And even I was sitting down and I was talking to one of my buddies on Friday. We were having a cigar and he was asking me about course creation. And I said, well, the way that we create courses is by keeping things all the stuff that usually never changes, all the timeless principles and strategies that maybe are unique to me or I've been using forever. I'm going to put those in. Or if I created this process, of course I can teach that. But all the traffic strategies, all the things, the Facebook interfaces, the details about TikTok, we really try to teach that on live webinars or in specific sections, so we can kind of change that out rather quickly. And even there, with course creation, we're staying flexible. And again, that's why I love the model so much, Garrett, because affiliates are traveling around the world or living however they want to live. Maybe that's even locally, on an $8,000 to $12,000 or $15,000 a month income. You know what I mean? Even five, I mean, some folks do less some months, but it takes care of their bills and they have ultimate freedom.
Yeah. I mean, even me right now, as I'm recording this, I'm in Brazil. And it's been
I had a feeling you were somewhere exotic, but I wanted to throw in the local in case you were, just hanging out at home.
No, I have a window. It's a little bit rainy today, but I can see beautiful water. I'm on an island. There's 42 beaches, and it's been summer right now in Brazil. And I only say that because that was a dream. When I was a waiter, I wanted to be able to travel the world and just work a few hours, a day, and make money. And so that's what affiliate marketing gives you. You can just literally, because how long does it take to create a video or a TikTok? I mean, it's not a lot of time. You post it and then you set and forget it. I look at it as planting seeds.
Yeah.
And that's another thing with YouTube too. I want to share. People do YouTube, because even me, like some of my videos, I get pretty good views. Some of them I don't. But it's you're planting seed. It's a numbers game, right? With YouTube, and same with like TikTok, it's a little bit unpredictable. Like you don't know what video is going to take off. But if you stay consistent, one of them will. And all you need are a few that actually start bringing a lot of traffic and leads. And so, no, but and that's the beautiful thing. I was in Colombia for 5 months. Now I'm in Brazil. I'm going back to America in a few days. But that's the power of that freedom, just working from a Wi-Fi connection,
So when you did did you re-engage with internet marketing or with YouTube once you found Legendary, or have you been marketing online and you just simply slipped in and changed out your links somewhere to then, because I think you're an affiliate for Legendary. You've also
Yeah.
gone through some of at least our 15-day challenge and some of our education. So tell,
Yeah.
I mean, we've been talking about how easy it is to transition into all this. So
Well,
has the chicken come before the Carter? Tell us a little bit about how you found Legendary and how either difficult that was or easy that was to transition, or, tell us
so
a little bit
that's,
about that.
yeah. So, high ticket is really, I think, what people want to do. I mean, you need a few commissions and you're making some pretty decent income, the higher payouts, right? And so, I had been, even a couple years ago, still doing some low ticket stuff and, making like a lot of sales, but you get paid, these itsy bitsy little commissions, right? And so I started realizing, like,
As
one
I
of those
used to
folks.
call them back in the day, teeny weensy wussy commissions, I think is what I
I
used
was
to call
wondering
them.
if you had catch that. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a
the
throwback.
teensy weensy tiny little wussy commissions, the
Right.
pathetic little commissions, right? The little
Yeah.
30 percenters and
Right.
the 20 percenters and the 10 percenters.
Yeah. And so, maybe within the last couple of years, I've really been focusing on just mainly high ticket. And I was doing a couple high ticket and, even on different affiliate programs, you can find these higher price. But my brother, Peter Berry, he's also a member and he was doing well. And I was kind of seeing what he was doing. And I'm like, finding out more about the compensation plan, all those typical questions. And then I was just like, and how do I sign up? I'll test it. And then so I just literally, like you said, just switched out where the traffic was going. Like the traffic from YouTube, I've been planting these seeds and I mean, literally, like I'm still getting leads from videos I did 2 years ago, so I'm
Yeah.
always getting these leads and then I just can switch out the offer. And
Yeah.
so when I put it to Legendary Marketer, because it's so valuable, because the training is so step by step and effective for people, I mean, I started making sales very quick. I mean, very quickly. So I'm all on board and loving it.
So I wanna just, I mean, how perfect was it that you're actually doing what we just talked about?
Right, right,
And I didn't know. I was a little
right,
like, oh shit, what are you doing? What the hell have
right.
you actually just been talking about? But
Yeah,
you are, so everybody, just in case, how people are on Facebook, it's like, holy shit, you just, stumble, fumble, and fall into a live, and you're like, oh shit, how did I get here? And what the hell are they talking about? So, guys and gals, what we're talking about here is the difference between, being the hunter and the hunted. It's the difference between hard and easy. Okay, what do you want? Like, I don't know how to sometimes I don't know how to talk to people. It's like, let's break it down real simple. Do you want easy? Do you want hard?
right.
And the hard, I'll show you the hard way. I know the hard way.
Right.
Right, business cards, magnets on the truck, signs in the yard,
Right.
and so, Garrett built a YouTube channel, and even when you set up your landing page, not product and company specific, but
Right.
results and curiosity
Yes.
based, and then
Yes.
even your bridge page,
Yes.
results and curiosity based. Again, tell more of your story and say, if that resonates and you're looking for the same solution, click the link below and you're going to learn XYZ in the next 15 minutes. And man, as all Garrett did was just switch out a link right there in his YouTube description, or even in your funnel. If you do it the right,
Yeah.
if you use the same domain all the time, is all you have to do is switch out the affiliate link right on your bridge page.
That's literally all I did. Yeah. And then I just took the follow-up emails are there, in the affiliate deck. So I just took those, quickly put them in. I mean, you do that a few times, it gets really quick and easy. And that's it. And then within a few days, I'd already started getting those front end sale. And then I had one go up to the $1,000, the higher level for the, the more advanced training. But that's the power, staying consistent, building an asset, and then having that flexibility of staying vague, in your marketing. You don't actually say the name of it. You build the curiosity, they put their email in, and then doesn't matter what happens to that product or company, you can always, switch it.
Yeah.
And that was a big breakthrough. Yeah.
What the hell is going on? So I was clicking around on your YouTube channel and I'm having issues with some of your sites here. I don't know why that is.
Oh, really? On the website?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, just watch. I'll share my screen. I'll show you what I was doing.
That's not good.
I was just clicking around here a little bit, kind of going down.
Oh, so those are old. Okay, those are very old, I think. Yeah,
Oh,
2000.
right. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, go to the most recent. Yeah.
My
So, like I just did one
bad.
today, for example.
Yeah.
That's my.
Right.
There you go.
Right. Yeah.
So then you put that in. Okay, yeah. So it doesn't say what it is, of course.
Right.
And then there you go.
Yeah.
And then I'm still not saying what. I don't think I say what it is.
Right.
And then I'm edifying you. I'm building you up and then passing you along. I'm just the middleman. That's another thing. You're just the middleman as an affiliate marketer. You're just passing people, to the next, and I have my photo on there branding me, like you said.
Right. Nothing of anything. And this is what's so important. I mean, is building this list, coming out off of YouTube,
they see the video.
My number one affiliate system. It's so important. You've got a headline here. You've got your link above. They don't have to click show more. That's so important. And you've also got the link pinned in the first comment.
Yes.
Wow.
In case they go down there, they're seeing it, a couple exposures.
Sure.
And then, I do videos mainly on affiliate marketing, which is the people I want to attract.
Nothing high production. I mean, it's so simple. What sort of screen recording software are you using?
Yeah, I actually, in that very video, I show it. It's OBS.
Okay.
OBS
yeah.
No, that's, and I totally agree. It is, I mean, kind of on the verge of bad quality, but it is on the verge of bad quality, and
it's amazing how that almost works better, isn't it?
Well, that's what I think about, because I bought a green screen like a few years ago. I bought a green screen, bought lights, and I did all this stuff, and it didn't really seem to work any better. And I'm like, why am I going through all this effort? I can just, record my screen and talk. And so I went through the same exact thing. Yeah.
I went through the same thing, and I think that it's just important to stop there and remind everybody that I literally every day do the show on. I've got a microphone here. I will give myself that. I don't know what it is. It's and the settings over there, literally. There's a little deck. I don't even know what it is. A Yamaha little thing. I have no idea what it's called. And I don't know what any of the buttons on it do. I just, it's just, I guess I sound okay. And it's a regular webcam. And I have not, set up a camera in a long time. Because it's just, it's not necessary. I mean, if I want to do a VSL, a sales letter, I just will do the voiceover, and then we'll just put graphics to that voiceover over. Or if I want to do an ad, or if I want to do a live stream or anything, I'm either going to use my phone or I'm going to use I used to think, and the reason why I say this is because I've bought so much video equipment over the years thinking that I was going to take it to the next level. And it's just, it doesn't matter. People buy my shit and watch my shit more when it's just not all highly produced.
Right.
I don't know why that is. It just is.
And I think too, with me, with my, maybe this is a rationalization, and I could make a little bit better with the lighting. I mean, even now, like, the lighting's pretty bad. But one thing I will say is, I think people are constantly thinking, I'm going to have to do what this guy or girl is doing. Yeah. And so if I'm showing that, hey, with this not great quality, I can sit here and record a simple video and make good income. Okay, I can probably do that too. But if I have some, bells and whistles and a green screen and lighting, they're like, I can't do that. So therefore, I'm not going to check out his method. He's probably using that to make money.
Or the
But
guys who are advertising on Facebook about how great, you know, YouTube ads are or whatever. It's like,
right, right,
I'm
exactly,
just
the
trying.
mismatch.
Oh,
Right.
you know, I'm trying to. My brain is having a, you know, some sort of a, you know, it's twitching. It's like
Right.
stalling out. I'm trying to connect the dots here. So let's go back to your YouTube channel here for a second,
Sure.
because
Yeah.
what would be, just while I pull it up here, some of the biggest things that just have helped you to grow your channel? I mean, like I
Yeah.
was talking about with a guy on TikTok the other day, just, you know, you got such little time
Right.
to that hook, that first 3 to 5 seconds is so important. And we gave actual, you know, you go and watch the episodes. I don't remember which one it was from last week, but we
Yeah.
gave out a ton of free hooks, free email headlines that could be used as hooks at the beginning of the video. And he said, oh, that's just, you know, taking everything to the next level, because now I'm catching people's attention instead of
Yeah.
awkwardly fumbling over myself in the first couple of seconds of the video.
Yeah.
So what is one or two things that you could point on YouTube that's really taken things from, hey, what the hell's going on here, to holy shit, I got some momentum?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's funny because, you know, I've had some videos that have done really well and some that haven't. And just yesterday, I was going back through the analytics and looking at what I did specifically in the videos that got pretty good views. And then I also yesterday was going through a lot of Mr. Beast. If people know Mr. Beast, he's like one of the most, you know, popular YouTubers now.
Totally.
And he teaches, you know, what his philosophy is on how to get people to keep watching your
I
video.
heard he just did a podcast with Joe Rogan that was a must
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah, no, he did. And I watched it and he
Okay.
broke it down. And so that's what I'll share what he said. And that's what I've been doing too.
Okay.
But he made it so simple where he basically said, like, YouTube, the way your video is going to start going viral and start getting a lot of views is people just, YouTube just wants people to click on your video and watch it.
Mm,
Like, that's it at the bare minimum. So to get people to click on it, you need a good thumbnail and a good headline, good title. That's
mm.
it. So how do you do that? Well, I just model other people. You know, I just look at other people that have popular videos in my niche. What are they saying? What are they doing? And then I just make a very similar thumbnail and headline, you know, because it's already proven to work. So that's the first thing. That's what's going to get. So if you get a high click-through rate, a high amount of people to click your thumbnail, your video, that's going to have to do with, again, the thumbnail and the title.
And remember, folks, people are already watching videos, so most likely where they're going to click your video, it might be over here. Would you agree with that, Garrett?
Yes.
Or do you think more people are just coming right in, watching the video that they searched for, and then getting out?
No, yeah, definitely the recommended section as well, the sidebar. And so also when you make a very similar title and thumbnail to another video, YouTube will think your video is very similar and they'll actually start recommending your video on the sidebar. So that's another benefit of just modeling other people. And then as far as the second part, the getting them to keep watching, that's the average view duration. So YouTube looks at how long do people actually
Average
stay on your
view
video.
duration. Average view duration. Is that what you just said?
Yes. And you
Okay.
can look at your analytics on YouTube and see per video, what's your average view duration? Like, what's the average amount of minutes people are watching that video? And the longer it is, the better.
Mm.
And so, how do you do that? And this is what Mr. Beast said. And I just did it the last few videos, and I think it's really been working even better. But it's so simple. And what he said is, you basically want to, whatever your title is. So, let's say you come up with the title first. So the
Okay.
title could be, you want to attract online business, people that want to create an online business. So your title could be, you know, the best online business to create in 2022.
Mm.
Okay. They're going to see that video. Let's say they click on it. He said the first thing you want to do is you want to tell them what they clicked on. So you want
Mm.
to give them verification that they're in the right place. So you just can repeat that title. Hey, chances are you're watching this video because you're looking for the best online business in 2022. And they're going, yes. Now they feel like they're in the right place. They're not clickbaited, right?
Mm.
The second thing he said is you want to then tell them why they should watch the entire video. So you basically then sell them on benefits of watching. So for example, you know, you want to watch this entire video because I'm going to share with you the exact business model that average people from around the world have been using to literally quit their jobs with no previous experience and zero tech skills. And they're going, okay. And then he literally said after that, after you tell them what they're watching, why they should watch it, then you just start showing them what they should watch, what you said.
Mm.
And he said the problem people have, and I used to do this all the time, is they start talking about things that have nothing to do with what you just said. So they'll talk about, oh, by the way, I'm showing that, by the way, you should subscribe, et cetera, et cetera. Or by the way, I have this book, and they get off topic. So Mr. Beast, one of the most viewed YouTubers, said, if you just tell people what they clicked on, why they should watch the entire video, and you get right to the point of showing them why they should watch it or what you promised, they're going to stick through it.
Mm.
And so that mixed with the thumbnail and the title that gets the curiosity, right? It goes back to the curiosity. Thumbnails that have, curiosity in them, titles that have curiosity, that mixed with that structure should give you a very good chance of getting people to click it and then keep watching. And then once YouTube sees that, they're going to start recommending your videos to more people. I had a video that just went semi-viral a week ago, and it doesn't go viral right away. Like the video, may start getting, 500 views, 1,000 views, and it takes a while because YouTube is testing it. They're sending it to small groups of test audiences. And if that average view duration stays, they will keep sending it to more and more people.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that, you're absolutely right about that, that idea of getting off topic and how that will make somebody click away. It's so true. I mean, somebody could go start a video doing, do exactly what he said to do in those first 2 steps and then be like, and by the way, like, share, subscribe, comment, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you just right in that time, it's just boom. You just scroll right away. Don't you?
Yeah. And like that Mr. Beast, just real quick on what he said too, because I mean, he would know better than anyone. And he would say that, he would see even vlog channels where they're like, in the very beginning, they do the right thing. It's like, hey, in this video, we're going to give away $10,000 to, homeless people or whatever, something, good. And then he said, like, the next thing they're showing them going to Walmart and then walking around, and they don't actually do the $10,000 thing until the very end of the video. And people are going to click. They're like, I clicked for the $10,000 thing. Right.
Mm.
So he says literally, like, what he said is in that Joe Rogan thing and other podcasts, he's like, I'll say, he often will say, like, I can't, world's most dangerous. Yeah. So the world's most dangerous escape room. Like, I haven't seen that one, but I guarantee probably in the beginning, he's like, in this video, we're going to show you the world's most dangerous escape room. We're going to get it, and then he just gets right to the point and he just starts showing it, right? Yeah. Yeah. He just starts showing the escape room. He's not talking about, anything else. He's like on point. And that's what he said. He stays on topic.
Yeah.
And
wow.
And of course he has, a lot of, income and stuff he can invest into the video as far as editing and music and, to keep people's interest, That's why,
So you're right. So hold on a second. I want to just go back and validate exactly what you just described with this video. So everything happens in the first, 20, 25 seconds of the video. There's a big buildup and then they get right into the meat and potatoes. I just want to show this real quick. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Most dangerous escape room, and if this contestant can finish it in less than 1 hour, he wins $100,000. Level 1 is simple. They must escape this room before these spikes impale them. I'm gonna head up. Wait, these are actually sharp. Too bad. The walls are closing in. Oh God, they're serious. You got a breakout?
So there you are, less than 20 seconds. He's done exactly what you just said, brother.
Yeah.
In the first 10 to 15 seconds, he told you what was going to happen in the video, and boom, they go right into the wall closing in.
Yeah, the most exciting part probably to get your attention.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. To see you describe what he said and then watch him go right in. The action, right? The action. Right. So what if I was, hey, let me show you how to set up an automated an automated email marketing machine.
Yes.
And that was the headline of the video. Right. I would start out the video in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up an automated email marketing machine so you can collect leads and email all of the people on your list. So, you can have leverage and speak one-to-many instead of one-on-one. Oh, by the way, if you like this video, right, that's what I should do, right?
Right.
But what I should do is I should say, all right, now we're going to switch over to my screen, or just switch right over to my screen and say, here we are looking at the inside of my automated email marketing machine, right?
Yes, exactly. Because, and this is the other thing too, where, a lot of people would teach to do like a call to action at the beginning of the video, like the subscribe and stuff like that. But what they're realizing now too is YouTube doesn't even really show your videos to people that subscribe to you. So that call to action is now no longer relevant anyway. So, and you notice like Mr. B, like none of the really top people do that, especially not in the very beginning of the video. They may do it at the end, hey, like, subscribe, but they don't do it right in the beginning. Like Mr. B said, the first 10 to 30 seconds is where it's, the hook, where you literally just, and it's so simple, like, and that example you did is perfect, validate the title. So just repeat the title, sell some benefits on what they're going to get if they watch the entire thing. So why should they, elaborate a little bit on that.
Sell the result, not the thing that you're going to show them, but what it's going to do for them. And you're right. I said, so this will allow you to email one-to-many instead of one-on-one. This will allow you. This will help you. Then you'll be able to. Now you'll be able to. Those sort of things are leaders that you can use to then talk about the result.
Yeah, and then like you said, and then immediately right after that. So the very first step is we want to open up this, this website here. Now we're gonna, and you just start literally just getting into the content and explaining what you just started doing,
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, this works on TikTok too. Like lately, knowing that, I've been doing YouTube for so long, but still like relearning it and hearing from Mr. Beast, like how simple that click and keep watching. Like that's all it is. So I was on TikTok lately, and been kind of watching videos, kind of learn. I may start doing that more. And I realized myself, like became aware of the TikToks that did not have a lot of views and that I found myself clicking off of were simply because they took too long getting into the payoff. Like, we're sitting there and they're like doing other things rather than what they promised in the little caption. And I'm like, okay. Just get right to it. That's really the breakthrough. It's just like start the video, get into the action. And then Mr. Beast also said, if you want to edit your video, if people have time, like not just, record and then post, like if you actually can edit your video, he said, edit out all the dull moments. So anytime, you're talking about something, you're rambling, just cut that out, so you stay on topic and keep their attention.
Yeah. And editing software really is fair. Like if you're going to do YouTube, editing software really is fairly easy to use. I started to learn Camtasia and I didn't, and guys, look, there's like 2% of the settings that people like you and me use. And then there's 98% of the settings that like whatever professional videos. And I don't know. I don't know why they have all that shit, but I just do a couple of things, cutting, slicing, and then I publish, and that's it. I don't do any hues or brightness or any of that BS. It's just if I can get the damn thing online and get the beginning and the end cut off, I'm usually good. But now I use ScreenFlow whenever I want to edit something, and I can edit something very, very quickly, very easily. And again, this is just one of the tools that if you want to do long form video marketing on YouTube, it's like the only tool you pretty much need. You know what I mean? You just need some sort of an editing software. Some people use iMovie. I never, like, iMovie to me was hard, whereas ScreenFlow and Camtasia was easy. So, and if you want to learn how to use ScreenFlow or Camtasia, like seriously, it's just, you might be able to watch a YouTube video or something, but I'm telling you, you don't want to learn all the different stuff it can do, just how to cut the video. And then you gotta, what do they call it? You got to do something to where it goes, it gets transcribed or whatever into a postable, watchable file,
Yes.
I'm an idiot. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's why I'm saying, this stuff is, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. You just have to know the basics. And it's always better to learn the dynamics than the mechanics anyways. And that was always what helped my videos do well, is that I didn't focus on, I never wanted to be perfect at that. I knew the message was more important in all that. So I've never found it necessary to become a tech genius in order to even do effective video marketing personally.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, really just a screen recorder software, which is free,
Yeah.
the OBS, that's a free software.
Yeah.
And then, something to kind of snip, like what I do, a tip.
Well,
that
ScreenFlow on Mac will record and you can edit it in it, and it's $100 if you're a Mac person. And that's the only reason why I like ScreenFlow. Not to interrupt there, but OBS, I'll be honest, I tried to set up OBS and I pulled it up and my eyes glazed over, and I just deleted it off my computer.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of time to like set it up, but once it's set up, it can be somewhat.
Oh, dude, I get overwhelmed very easy with tech stuff, so I have to keep it very simple. But
right,
so good to chat, man. What final thoughts would you leave somebody who's sitting here on the fence, who's maybe thinking about getting involved in at the very least the 15-day challenge, and is maybe on the fence or a little bit skeptical, maybe thinks this is too difficult or they're too old or whatever. And just, I mean, you're also living some pretty cool freedom traveling around the world by simply, recording videos and posting them. So it's a cool.
Yeah, let me see real quick. Maybe you can see like the view, like right there. I don't know if you can see it, but the view.
I'm just seeing of a building right now.
Oh, right there.
Still a building. A little bit more. Okay. A little bit more to the left. There you go. There you go. I was seeing a building there at first. I'm like, I see the other corridor at whatever prison you're at. I see the other barracks.
I know. I can only get out for a couple minutes.
Right. This guy's actually really in prison, everybody. He's just, happens to be doing affiliate marketing from prison in Brazil.
I get my daily meals and I can, but no, but yeah, it's really nice. But anyway, yeah. So what I would say is this, like, the reason I like the 15-day challenge is because it puts it in very simple, bite-sized, actionable information that you can follow every single day. You do one a day, and it guides you through all the pieces. Like I said, I started about 5 years ago. There was nothing like this online. I mean, you had to learn all the different pieces. You had to go through massive trial and error and invest, thousands of dollars just through testing different things. And the fact that you break it down every single day is incredibly useful and important to learn those different breakthroughs is incredible. And the other thing is, we talk about all the time, consistency. You got to be consistent, whether you're doing YouTube, TikTok, you have to be consistently showing up. And the fact that, if someone can just do that 15-day challenge and show up each of those days, you're going to be building the habit to showing up for your business. So you're kind of killing two birds with one stone. You're learning incredible knowledge that you're going to have to use for any online business, but you're also building the habit of consistency, which you can then apply to whatever marketing method or strategy you want. So no, I think it's incredible. And again, to get started, I think it's like $7, which is, it's the price of like a small Starbucks. I think, which is just like shocking, so it's like,
well, nowadays it is, I mean, you used to be able to get a large one for $7.
Yeah,
you can only get a small one. That's, everything's going up, so but you better be making more money, people. You better be making more money. That's all I can say.
Right. And but yeah, I mean, it's just incredible. And the community and the fact that you have these these calls in the morning and everything for people to plug into. And what I would say, I mean, what helped me was just picking one strategy. The hardest part is just picking one, because there's so many things, every one of these calls, everyone's sharing a different thing, and it's easy to get overwhelmed. This method is the best, or this method. And it's more, I always say to people, what social media platform are you naturally on the most? Okay. Whether that's Pinterest, TikTok, whatever. And then just focus on that one.
Yeah.
You're already on it. Like,
Yeah.
that just to me makes sense. You know, you're
And
already on.
you know how to use it. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that a lot of folks, I just have to remind them you got in business. You didn't fall off the turnip truck yesterday, you know. And if you're
Right.
on, you know, you're all the time on these platforms. I mean, let me see your phone. Look at your screen time. Damn, you spending 8 hours on a phone. You tell me you don't know how to. You can't figure
Right.
TikTok out. You know what I mean? You figured everything else out. You figured how to get on that porn site, hide that
Right.
charge from your wife. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. We know how to navigate. If we want to get something done, we can figure it out and get it done. And I'm telling you, you know, it's easier than ever. And I do a big problem that I often have is looking at something, prejudging it that it's going to be more difficult before I actually get into it. But sort of like with the editing software, oh my God, this is so overwhelming. And which one do I buy? But if I just make a decision and buy one and play around with it for 15 or 20 minutes, I'm like a master of it, you know. And I made this big story up that it was going to be more difficult and whatever, and you know, it wasn't. And so, you know, I would just invite all of you today to use the inspiration from this morning to pick out what you've been making a big story about and just go execute on it, and likely it'll be a lot smaller than the big monster you've made it out to be.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I can share too, I just read this book yesterday actually called Atomic Habits. And it's all about like the scientific.
I've heard a lot about that book, man.
Yeah, it's amazing because if you think about it, 97, you know, scientists and psychologists say 97% of our day is habits. So most of the day, you're not conscious of what you're actually doing. So success is simply forming the right habits, because then you'll automatically do the right thing, right? That'll get you to your goal. So this book tells you like proven easy methods to form new habits. And so one of the things they said, because like, for example, like if you want to start creating a TikTok, like let's say you're watching this video and you think, okay, TikTok, I'm on TikTok a lot. I could easily start doing TikToks. And you want to do one a day. Well, that's a new habit, right? So in the beginning, it could be a little bit difficult to stay consistent. You're going to do it for a few days and then fall off, and then a few days because you don't have that habit. Yeah. So one thing he said is you can use a technique called habit stacking. And what that means is rather than trying to just start doing TikToks randomly in your day and you won't stay consistent, you stack it on top of a habit that you already have. And so, for example, the formula is after X, I will post a TikTok. So after X is a habit that you already do. Yeah. So, for example, let's say you drink coffee every morning. Well, you could say after my morning coffee, I will post one TikTok.
Yeah.
And so now when that habit automatically fires, it's very easy to do the TikTok because you already have to drink the coffee.
Yeah.
So by doing that, you'll easily and effortlessly begin doing that habit, which you know will lead you to getting the leads, getting the sales, which will create the income you want. So that for me was a big breakthrough because it really is just habits, you know, sending that email every day, doing the video, like it's a habit. And if you can learn how to form habits quickly, like that guy taught in that book,
yeah,
you know, you'll start to do it. So that really helped me as well.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. It's true. And it all, I mean, it almost creates like a Pavlovs Law response when you're drinking your coffee. Garrett, did you freeze up on me, brother?
Okay, there we go.
Okay, there you're back. There you're back. Yeah, it creates a response. What we want to do is we want to, we want to create a response to where then that becomes a natural thing, right? To where then we shoot a video after the coffee unconsciously without even thinking about it at a certain response, because again, it's happening naturally. And there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of things that are happening to help that happen. The universe is on your side, your body's on your side, even your DNA's on your side, because sort of, I mentioned the Pavlov's dog or law thing, which is where the gentleman Pavlov rang the bell and then he fed the dog. And then whenever he rang the bell, the dog's mouth would begin to water. And because he sort of anchored that sound to mean we're going to eat. And again, the smell of coffee after 30 days could mean the excitement or the the pump of about to go record a video, right? Because we do have a similar response. Has anybody ever had a traumatic event that happened, and then later in life, it's like a war veteran who hears a large boom and is startled or re-traumatized because of their time in war? Same thing, same thing. And these things happen on giant and then smaller scales within our body all day long. I think that's what you're alluding to. And I believe the forces are on our side to help us do that.
Well, exactly. And, another thing he said in the book, and this is all like, I love, because it's, tons of studies and proof on how people can start new habits and start new actions.
Yeah.
And he said, it's like, if you don't have a set time and location set aside that you're going to do something, you won't do it, because, you'll always find other things to do. So by having something before or after, like the coffee thing, that trigger, like you said, the Pavlovs Law, that trigger is going to fire. And then that automatic habit, I need to do a TikTok. And then you do that a few days. I mean, it's going to be automatic. And you don't even think. And that's how YouTube is. I have, I wake up and I just do a video and I don't have to think about it, because habits.
Right. I know. And all my work is like that now. It's interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I
think,
have to actively think about taking time off. You know what I mean? Or think about staying home. Like, I'm going to go back. My wife's at home with both of our kids. It's the last day of spring break today, and I'm going to go back home. But I got to keep looking at the clock and reminding myself that I'm doing something different today than what I normally do.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I think people need to realize on this call is, like, because this used to get me all the time. You think, like, when you first start, it's incredibly, can be incredibly difficult. Like, if you're creating a video, you're going to be stuttering and nervous, and you think that's how it's always going to be. And you may generalize thinking, I'm just bad at videos.
Yeah.
But what you don't realize is every single skill, from riding a bicycle to singing to painting, I mean, any skill, you're going to be bad in the beginning. So it's not a question of, am I bad at videos forever? It's, how can I build a habit and stick with this? So after a few weeks, I'm actually good at it. And by doing the habit stacking, by having a routine, a schedule, a showing up, then you'll automatically stay consistent. And then the time will pass anyway. And then you'll find yourself getting really good at it. And then you'll look back on that moment of when you started, shocked at how quickly you did it, So that's what helped me, just not identifying with being a bad videographer.
Totally.
I'm a bad person. It's like, no, I'm learning a skill. These are skills, and they're going to get easier.
But don't people do that in all areas of life?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's such a common thing to just automatically, and I really am real conscious of folks using even that word newbie, because again, that's yet another label that's disempowering. And again, but even worse is to say I'm bad at, or I'm right. Nobody's bad at anything. You're just either never did it, completely unpracticed. I mean,
anything you do enough, you're gonna get. I mean, you may not be like Michael Phelps, a swimming level, or like Michael Jordan back, but you're gonna be good. Like, anything you do enough, you're gonna eventually get, somewhat decent at. And that's the thing with affiliate marketing. Like, you don't need to be like my videos. I mean, perfect example. Like, they're not incredible videos, but they're getting results, and they're making enough to be able to live in an island and enjoy the beaches and stuff like that while working an hour a day. So it's like, get away from this perfectionist thing and I'm not good my first day doing it, because you're never good at anything. It's like, it's just crazy,
It's such a good point.
It's crazy.
Good point.
But yeah.
All right, my man. Well, perfect. We've got your YouTube channel up. People can go find you and connect with you and learn from.
Yeah, I'm sharing the last thing on that channel. It's not just like, trying to get leads. I'm sharing real methods to get traffic and stuff like that. So you can watch those videos and not get pitched to. I share real value on methods and stuff on how to actually, get traffic. So
we're not offended if people take advantage of a capitalistic tendency and they want to buy something from you or anybody else, So thanks for all the value today, brother. And people have been commenting excellent value, incredible conversation. So come back, man. I mean, let's let's keep the conversation going. Come back in a couple of months when we got some fresh things to talk about, and let's keep the convo going, and maybe we'll meet at a mastermind or something one day.
Absolutely, man. Great talking with you.
All right, Garrett. We'll talk to you later, brother.
All right, man. See ya.
See ya. All right, my friends, you guys can follow Garrett, of course, on YouTube, as we've been talking about for the last 61 minutes, over on Garrett's Affiliate Marketing Tips. You could just search that and you'll find his channel. I screen shared his channel a couple of times on the show too. Awesome feedback. Thank you all so much for the feedback and really supporting and loving on our guest. You know, they're students and marketers in this community, just like you are. They're not paid. They're not prepped. They're not scripted. There's no, it's just all nerves, baby. All nerves and experience coming on here. So thank you for the love and support to our guest and all of our guests. And thanks again, Garrett, for all the value. We'll see you back here tomorrow for another episode. Get out of here and have a great Monday. Be legendary. Peace.